Hell and back and went back to hell. Been to jail, came home and went back to jail. Made sales, got a job, went back to sales. Still smart enough to know that I ain't actually failed. Progress stagnant, cause you ain't following up. One thing.
We come to you all today, first off, with a disclaimer. We just want to let you know that Too Much Show is not in support of any misogyny, misogynistic comments, anti-Semitic comments, racial tropes, inappropriate slurs.
Yes.
Okay.
I am part of the church. Okay, and I'm part of the church of misogyny. Okay.
Yeah.
The toxicity will continue.
We are not in support of any of those things here on the Too Much Show. Okay. We do not support any nooses, any type of things of that nature. Love yourself, okay? We just had Valentine's Day.
I don't know about all that.
All
right, yeah.
But what up, TMS family? Today is Tuesday, February 15th, 2022. Here on the Too Much Show, it's always real talk by real people. And I'm your host, MT, and with me is my co-host,
Mr. Jones, aka Sam Jones, Mr. Come First, because you got to respect me and to the right of me.
You know what it is, man. This is the truth. Glad for y'all to go ahead and come out on this good old Tuesday, you know. So,
yeah, man, had to, you know what I'm saying, just had to set the record straight. That's all.
I mean, some of what he said, you know, I do condone, but also, you know, as the pastor would say, you know, past the future.
Mm-hmm.
Sensational.
But nah, man. Title of today's show is What a Day. Title of today's show is What a Day. And we are literally talking about Super Bowl Sunday. Not talking about the holiday, Valentine's Day. You know, even though that is the day for lovers, hope everybody enjoyed, had a good time, was able to make all their fake posts for social media and everything like that. So, yeah, what up, Tate?
Look.
What it do?
Ain't nothing, man. Just got home.
All black. He got the matching forces. Just came off a move.
For the ghost. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You sure you want to be on live with that outfit? I'm just saying it may not be safe.
Exactly.
No criminal.
You see, he just fade to black. You know what I'm saying? He's like, hold on, let me sit back.
Suspect went on live and did a podcast with the same outfit he committed a robbery in.
Only thing was his ski mask was flipped up into a beanie instead of on his face.
He thought that he would be able to get away with it, but he didn't.
Oh man.
Trust me. I did anything like that. Trust me, I would have been swapped my clothes out.
Hey man, look, I don't need you to talk as you know what I'm saying. You're stepped in attorney. You know, let's not go ahead and talk about this. All right. So we gonna rewind this. You know, MT. You know, this is for the Super Bowl. Forget Valentine's Day because it's the worst day. It's like, nah, let me stop playing. You know, I don't know how people feel out there. I know they did special things. Hopefully these women did special things for their man as well. If not, you suck. But it's okay. So, MT.
No worries. So Super Bowl. What was the final score, gentlemen? What was it? 23-20.
Yeah, 23-20.
That's you know what's crazy? That's actually the final score that I had in my head, but I had it for the Bengals. I had 23-20. That is crazy. If I put money down,
did you put it on the under?
Oh, so you were smart too, because like I held back as well, because I was definitely about to go ham.
Yeah, if I did the score predictor and actually put that score in there, yeah, I would have been swimming in some cash right now. But anyway, I didn't even do the under. I wasn't even worried about that. I showed you which ones I did, and then I did flash betting. Yeah, I did some flash bets as well where I won a couple bucks, but nothing major. Yeah, gentlemen, but let's talk about it. So before we even get into the halftime show, what were your overall thoughts of the game? Like, what did you all like about it? What did you all not like about it? What did you all think of it? Was it a good Super Bowl? Is it something that you like to go back and watch again? How do you feel?
I mean, I'm gonna watch it again just for the fact of the for the game itself and for the officiating. Because I ain't like, I think we can all agree like the fourth quarter they should have just let them play. But I ain't like that the rest was kind of like making these crucial decisions at that point in the game.
But a lot of them,
he did let him play one play. That nigga Jalen.
A lot of them was
but that was the first half. He talking about in the fourth quarter, Mr.
In the fourth quarter, though,
yeah. Because I'm about to say it's a lot of questionable calls, but a lot of them actually, were proven to be correct.
Yeah,
and that I can give, but I get what you're saying. Like it's a Super Bowl. We're playing to win, and this is football. Like we're going into the off season. This is the last game. Let's not be the strict. Like, come on now.
Exactly. Especially when it's like 5 minutes left in the game, when you let everything in their mother was not wrong. Like,
because I don't even know if we want to get in a breakdown, but we can just have a general discussion about it. Because speaking about people giving their all, this is pretty much like OBJ trying to give his all. First touchdown and then also get hurt.
They gotta get rid of that fucking turf.
Yeah. Debo Samuel said the same thing. I don't know if it's the turf.
It's been like that for years, though. Back since Dion, it cut his career short. He's always had
turf toe. Come on now. You know what the turf toe was. Turf toe was the pretty boy move. Like, nigga, I'm going to reserve my body. Okay.
Nah.
Turf toe.
Nah. Turf toe is real, bro.
It's like a fracture.
I know. Oh, whoa. Nah. All right. So my understanding of turf toe was like when you get that swelled up bunion on the side of your foot and stop peeling.
No, that is not. That's when that turf toe is literally when you go to plant your foot and usually your big toe gets caught in the turf and it fractures. That shit, it's not a game. It is not. I know people who've had it. They said that's one of the worst feelings that they've ever had in their life.
The more you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some people say it's like a ongoing Charlie horse, and like on their toe, for like weeks.
Oh well, yeah, definitely. I probably had turf toe. I thought I just like fucked up my toe with some shit, but and actually, speaking of that, it was in a field that had turf, and it wasn't grass, so it probably makes sense.
Yeah, but they're gonna keep it. They're gonna keep it in indoor stadiums though, because after the New York Super Bowl, they're gonna keep it indoors.
Yeah,
they ain't want to have another cold one. They
happened with the Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was too cold. Like even for the fake celebrities out there, it was too cold for them.
Yeah, I was say ain't that many heaters to save your ass from that cold. I know that much.
And New York cold too. On top of that,
man.
Exactly. Yeah, New York cold, Midwest cold. It's a different type of cold out there. When you talk about either one of those.
Yeah, they all got their factors, but one day when TMS go, on Geo, we'll be good. TMS. We'll talk about the climate.
Right. All right, Zeus, what's your thoughts on the Super Bowl?
Man, I really think it was solid. Like this was the Super Bowl that actually, we didn't have a team that froze up. Everybody was competitive, and then also like it was a game. Like it was close. Everybody scored. There was a fight. There was a lead. There was kind of like happiness at one point, but then also like another team struggled to get back. So like from both teams, I say, man, this is an awesome performance. To be honest, I agree with Tay what he said earlier about that fourth quarter though, with the penalties. A lot of those questionable. And then also going back to your question, what you asked, like, is it replayable? Yeah, definitely. Because there are some factors that I left out a lot of the third quarter because I kind of dozed off to sleep, old man status. But other than that, I mean, it was solid to me. What you think, Mr. Jones?
For the most part, I thought it was decent. I mean, it was like every other playoff game. It went down to the end. Did I think it was the best playoff game? No.
Nah.
It's probably not even top 3, but I mean, at the end of the day, you can honestly say the better team won. because at the end of the day, the stars were stars, and that's how the fuck they won. And shout out to Cooper Kupp for MVP too. Shout out to him for MVP.
Yeah, he deserves
Yeah,
that.
we're gonna talk about that. Did he deserve it and everything?
Got that prop bet. But anyway,
Yeah, that's cool. Nah, yeah, I definitely want to get into that too. But go ahead.
Well, I mean, for me, it was average. It's one of those where
average.
it was average. It wasn't bad, wasn't
Did you
good. It was just one of those where I
fully watched
watched
it?
it.
You wasn't entertained?
Not at all. I was not entertained. I just saw. Here's the thing. First half, I was actually more entertained by the first half than I was the second half. Second half, it just seemed like that a script was written. And fourth quarter, yeah, and then like fourth quarter, you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get into it. That Rams last drive when they were driving, you know, it was three things that happened that I was like, okay, here we go with the bullshit. So one of the ones, Stafford did a hard count. Two of his offensive linemen did false starts and went back before the ball was even snapped. Nothing was called. And I was like,
that was crazy.
Because like when they jumped back, I was like, well, where the hell is the ball? And then once it got snapped, I was like, so we're not going to get a flag? I was like, okay, cool. Then Cincinnati's defense started, you know, showing up inside the red zone. I think the very first holding call that they called the defensive hold, I agreed with it, and the reason why I agreed with it is because I mean it was by the rule book. They turned the receiver, and once you turn the receiver, that's a penalty. Now that second one, when it was like 3rd and 1 or something like that, I saw no pass interference, no defensive holding.
The linebacker, linebacker.
Yeah, that linebacker. I said, okay. I said they want to make sure that the Rams have 8 tries. And while everybody's sitting up there clowning Eli Apple, let me tell you something. If I give you 8 chances at anything, eventually you're going to get it right at least one time. So that was that. And then honestly, the last play of the game, it was just so phony. I don't believe the whole thing was social media. Like I went back, I did watch that particular play, but it was like, oh, Aaron Donald lined up offside. He didn't. Maybe by like an inch, if anything.
Yeah, the play that he was offside was actually the 3rd and 1 play. That was
exactly. It was the 3rd and 1, not that 4th and 1 for the final play. Exactly. He lined up offsides on the 3rd and 1 that they didn't call, and on that particular 4th and 1 play, the Bengals linemen weren't even lined up correctly. So that play should have been blown dead. So it was just a lot of shit that just got missed in there. And then, of course, you know, Aaron Donald, who was already contemplating retirement.
Oh, what play was you talking about when it was lined up wrong?
4th and 1. It's the last play of the game.
Last play of the game, yeah. It was actually what's the actual call? Illegal shift or whatever they call it, or legal
illegal line
formation. Illegal formation. Yeah, it's illegal formation. That's the proper term. So that play should have been blown dead, and they should have had to replay that down. But yeah, I literally was just like, okay. And then Aaron Donald, you know, breaks through, you know, single coverage. They've been doubling and tripling him all night, but somehow he gets single coverage and comes in and makes the play on Joe Burrow when Jamar Chase had Jalen Ramsey beat for a wide open game-winning touchdown. I was just like, okay. And then when they started talking about Aaron Donald and then Whitworth had won the NFL Man of the Year on Friday, I was just literally like, oh, okay, all right. So we just had to make sure that we took care of our big dogs who's probably on their way out the league. Same way they took care of Ray Lewis. So, yeah. It was average. That's what I said. It was average. There was nothing really exciting about that game. Maybe the first half, but the second half, it just became corny. I'm not even gonna lie to you. As somebody who loves football, it was corny in the second half. It was.
So you're saying Bengals got cheated?
I'm saying that the officials did what they've been doing for I don't know how many years, and I guess since sports betting has become popular. Fucking people over and then without any repercussions.
Yo, All right, all
But
right.
let's
So look, I'm sorry to apologize. Yeah, if I'm not tripping. Yeah. Who is snoring in the background?
Who's what?
Mm-hmm.
who what?
Hmm.
All right, it's either somebody breathing and their nose is clogged up, but all I hear is like the whole time. I'm like young. I'm like, all right. At first, I tried to ignore it, but it was continuing
I
for like
can't
a
hear it at all.
long minute. Nah, it's okay.
Well, I ain't hear it. But
I was
yeah,
about to say, I
it
don't
was.
hear
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I think I just heard it right there. I think I just heard it. But yeah, overall, yeah, it, it was just an average Super Bowl. It really was. There was no thrills. And that's the thing. And I think what pissed me off more, and I'll let everybody else, go right after this, is you basically had a clean game for like the three quarters. Like, yeah, you missed the huge, you know what I'm saying? You missed that huge face mask and offensive PI against Chase, against Ramsey, because that definitely should have been called. But it's
Yeah.
just like after that, you swallowed your flags all game until fourth quarter, and then the last couple drives. Then you decided that you wanted to become official, and I just
Yeah.
don't like games like that. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't. That's why I said it's average. Like, you need to be consistent and call the shit throughout the game, because now you have fans and you have people like, what the fuck? But I told people, I
Yeah.
said the
That's
smartest,
probably
safest.
that's probably uh that's probably like kind of like what Tay was saying about like going back and view the fourth quarter. Like, what you think, Tay?
I mean, I really thought like whatever when they it all happened after they missed that call. So right after they
Hmm.
missed that call with Jalen Ramsey with the face mask, it looked like they just went right back to old like regular season refereeing. Like they just went
Mm-hmm.
to
Hmm.
back to just seeing like everything all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but it was just on the
Hmm.
Rams drive. But let's not forget too, the Rams also screwed over a lot of people with that miss. Well, the botched, the whole little extra point too.
Yep.
That was butchered because
Oh yeah.
that was
Yep.
actually the
I, here's
cover. That
here's
was
the thing.
actually
I
the cover
told
if they made
yeah.
that.
Yeah, here's the thing. I told people that went to the sports book. If you're gonna make a straight up bet, meaning you're not gonna add any props, you're not gonna do any of that, you're not gonna do any TD scores. The smartest bet, if you're just gonna take straight cash, would be to take the Bengals with the point. I already knew
Yeah,
that the Rams were not gonna cover. Then, because the line started off at 4, and then
yeah,
literally you dropped it down to 3.5, and then literally like 30 minutes to an hour before the game, you put it
it
back
was
up
four
to
and a
four
half.
and a half.
Yeah,
But Tyler Higbee wasn't there. You get what I'm saying? And
yeah,
they had most of their starters back. They had to use Zoma and all of that back. So I'm literally just sitting there. And really, me personally, I think the game probably was supposed to go into overtime. But because so many people got hurt, I think that's why they went on ahead and just pulled the plug on it. Because you had OBJ that got hurt in the
yeah.
first half. He tore his ACL. Weddle was in a damn shoulder
Show the harness the whole time.
shoulder harness. Somebody else was in the shoulder harness. I can't remember who it was. Somebody
Oh,
else
the
had to
Tigers.
put one on.
Yeah,
Who?
Blankerton,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
guy
yeah,
back from
yeah,
Tigers.
yeah. Blanton. Yeah, Blanton
Yeah,
had to put
Blanton.
on
Yeah,
that. And then Joe Burrow got his damn knee rolled up on, almost had
yeah.
another ACL injury. So they said, "Shit, we can't even take this over. Now we gotta end this shit now,
Oh, Matthew
before
Stafford
we
got
don't
rolled
have a
up on
future."
too.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford got rolled up on.
So this
It's
this this is a live production. So this is like WrestleMania with cleats and shoulder pads.
Of course, that's all it is at this point. Like, and here's the thing: it's no
It's no
disrespect.
integrity in the game.
I'll say
Nah,
this:
I
it's
mean, look,
integrity with the players. I'll say that it's integrity with the players, because I know the
It
players go out
definitely
there and they
is with the
work hard.
players.
Yeah,
to be
but this
honest,
officiating, no.
I
I'm
think
just sorry.
what it is from what I hear from you guys, and then my opinion as well. It's like they make decisions and then it runs down in like a trickle like of like a
Hmm.
tree, like a Christmas tree. Like it starts from the top and it's like, hey, all right, this is going sour. All right, I need you to do this, that, and the third, and run this in
Yeah.
this person here. And then you make calls, and then you tell the coaches like, hey, this is a guarantee win, or this is a guarantee sack. Not even win. This is a
Hmm.
guarantee sack. Hey. run this play, and I need you to go ahead and take this coverage, leave him open, but also I need you to blitz. It's a
I'm
it's a
not even gonna
guaranteed
say
sack.
no. I'm
And
not
then
even gonna say
also
it
now
right
and
there.
then with this, and then the other coach is like, hey, this is a guaranteed touchdown, right? I'm gonna leave him open. No, he's gonna be open because I see the coverage from here,
I'm
right?
not watching that shit no more if it's really
Do
like that.
this. Hey, leave him wide out. He's gonna be open, right? Now you
Nah,
setting up the whole play.
I would never watch football
nah.
again.
I
That
was
Because
about
you
to
shit
say,
is
I don't
think
think
like
it's
that.
like
think about
that.
this.
I don't
Think
think it's
about
that
this.
detailed.
To be
Nah,
honest,
I
nah,
will
to
watch
be
the high
honest,
school football only.
nah,
to
nah,
be
nah.
honest, there's
Like on
always
top.
calls. There's always calls that's hit it from up top.
I will watch high school football only if
Going
that
for
shit is
Now
like
here's
management.
that.
the thing. Now here's what I do say.
Coaches are
What I
not really
think
coaches.
I don't that I can see that now, but as far as like a player being left open, like players have pride, and
Yeah.
you know they got to get on Twitter, they got to answer to their homeboys. So a player like a DB is not going to just purposely leave a wide receiver open. Now,
For a
do
pay
I
cut, yeah,
believe
he would.
he can? But at the same
All
time,
right.
no, it
I
would have
mean,
to
look,
be
if that John
discussed.
leaving swill and he with it, come on now. MT, come on, man.
Nah,
Nah, they
Come on
I'm
just
not
now.
call
gonna
him.
go that far.
They it's more than likely they call a
And
play
not
just
even
to have him
saying
out of
that, not
coverage.
but listen to what I'm saying. Also, the coverage. Not saying that the DB is going to play off. His
Yeah.
coverage is going to be what the defense coordinator call out in that play. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, now that yes,
That's
that
what I'm
I can
saying.
agree with
I didn't even
because
talk. I didn't even talk about that. I was kind of egging that on.
okay,
But
okay,
I'm talking
gotcha.
about coverage. So
Yeah.
because it
I
comes
get
down
what
from
you're
up
saying.
top, and they're saying, "Hey, you should drop into this coverage,
Mm-hmm.
run this coverage,
I
and then go
okay.
into the next one on their team. Hey, run this route because in this coverage, he's going to be open." Not specifically saying it, but that's probably
I
what
get
happened.
I get
That's
what
how
you're
these
saying. Now
plays
it's
actually get open.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. It's like it's like when you predictable and all that with your play calling, then that other team is basically able to figure it out and be like, oh
Yeah. If
yeah,
you don't
cool, we
change
can
your
run it.
playbook, you're
Because they're
gonna
going to
use that
play
same film.
football.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
But let's be let's
Honestly,
be honest though. Like,
go
my
ahead.
bad, not to cut you off, MT, my bad.
It's all good.
But
Go
let's
ahead.
be honest. The NFL has always been a copycat league. So they all use the
Of
same
course.
offense, just different terminology. Same thing with defenses. Most of the defenses are usually running the same defenses, just different terminology. So yeah,
Yeah,
it is like one of those things where it is going to be one of those.
it's predictable. Yeah. I mean, and here's another thing too, what's a little weird to me. Like you have instances like the Falcons and Patriots 28-3. You know what I'm saying? That Super Bowl. Bruh, all you literally had to do was just hand the ball off. And you telling me you continuously told your quarterback to keep dropping back to possibly get hit. Why when you were up 25 points? You get what I'm saying? It's stuff like that that just literally makes me think that, bruh, like this is just some weird stuff that is
All
going
right. So
on.
with that being said, right? Like,
Mhm.
you don't think that everything is put into play for a reason?
Oh, of course I do. Absolutely.
All right. So this is
Tay,
the
I
same
think
thing that
Tay
I
is
was saying.
frozen. Yeah. No, no,
Yeah.
no, no. I'm
He was
agreeing
smiling
with you.
for a
No,
minute.
I'm
I
agreeing.
really thought he was grinning at me, but it's okay. It threw
No,
me off for a minute. It's like, what is he doing?
yeah.
But no,
No. I'm agreeing with you. What I was saying, the only thing that I was stopping you there was the whole players thing. I don't think
oh
is it
no,
certain players that I think that they tell sometimes to take a dive. Yeah, because like the way that Cam Newton played that Super Bowl versus the Broncos, man, come on, man. That was prime Cam Newton. What did they go 14-2 or 15-1 that season? Like, get the fuck out of here. You're not gonna tell me that
I
he
ain't
just
gonna lie
went.
to you. That Albert Hainsworth, when he came to the Skins, I swear he was taking
Oh
those
man,
guys for a reason. It
oh, of
wasn't
course.
just for
Well,
the
everybody
money.
come to y'all for a payday. Shit, I'm about to
Yeah.
get hired by
That
y'all in
motherfucker was
May. Shit.
lazy anyway. He ain't work out nothing. They didn't
Exactly.
stop working out and everything.
Exactly. He ain't give a shit. They told him he was there to sell tickets and
Shoot,
He's
jerseys.
at
like,
this,
That's
he's
it.
like, shit.
hey,
They the Stubblefield
hey,
doing it. I'ma
at
do it.
this point, at this point with my resume, I used to be a kicker. I could probably kick for the Washington Reds, well, the Commanders right now.
The Commanders.
The
The
Commoders.
HTTC.
Commanders.
The commodes.
Whatever. I don't even know what they jingle is. I heard several and they all whack. I'm just like, nah, you can't do this to us,
It
okay?
sucks. Chuck Brown
Like,
should
I
do
don't
it
know
if
who
he was
was in the
alive.
room, who was the jingle man, or who was Jamie Foxx trying to come up with this jingle, but it definitely wasn't Jamie. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, they done messed it up. Like, they should
Bro, it
let the
was just
people
ass,
vote on
bro.
this.
Bro, it was
I'm not
ass.
even gonna lie
But
to you. Just with this weak slogan, they should just go ahead and have a nice
Y'all should just
to
kept football
represent the
team.
city and come up with a go-go thing.
definitely. Yeah, man. But back to the Super Bowl though. What I will say is this: Stafford. One of those interceptions actually wasn't on Stafford. The first one was, but that second one where it went off the receiver's hands, that
Yeah,
wasn't on Stafford.
I
I
mean, yeah,
agree.
of course not. I mean, but it's gonna be credited to him,
I
but
agree.
it's not his.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah. Unfortunately, he's gonna have to take that. But I mean, it's to me, it's just wild because it was just a lot of stuff that I seen in the first half that I was like, okay, like the Bengals, they were using Joe Mixon a lot in the first half and running him, but then in the second half, he
Uh-huh.
kind of disappeared with the carries and like stopped giving him the ball. So, like I said, it's just games like that that I'm just like,
Because you
uh,
already got to think
Big
about it.
bad.
Like they was trying to throw them off, and the Bengals are a second half team, so they were trying to pound it to them and think like they was gonna go all out the first when they was actually being reserved, like how they always are. Like it kind of played out well, but it also fucked them off in the long run.
man, fourth quarter, it should have been
Because
Joe
you
Mixon
already know they
getting the
was
ball,
going
running
against
people over.
a pass rush defense. So it's like that was their struggle, like that fucking defensive line, and then also this they defense in general. That's why I
Well, I'm gonna
gave
tell
the
you right
game
now.
so much praise because Joe Burrow actually kind of had his man on it a little bit because
I'm
nobody was expecting him to actually score against that defense.
Well, no, people were definitely expecting him to score. You got to remember, they the comeback kid. So I was just expecting, like I said, I was just expecting a more exciting finish. Like that fourth quarter, them penalties and all that, that shit was just corny, man. I'm going to be honest. In the NFL, it's making it very difficult to continue to watch this shit.
I
I'm not
want
even
to
going to lie to
ask you
y'all.
this. All right, so forget all the scams and all this. We're gonna stick strictly to football. Do you
Okay.
think because the Rams have been in this place that they had the most experience, and then that's why they capitalized over the situation? And I throw in
Experience,
also
I
too
get what you're
with the
saying.
Bengals being
Experience.
a second half team because they came
Mm.
back in the second half. So I
Yeah.
I mean, well, they were only
really want to
down
ask
by
that question.
three. They were only down by three going into the half. So it wasn't like that they were down. Like at one point, they had control of the game in the first half. They gave up a late score to the Rams. Yeah, they gave up a late score to the Rams, and then that's when you had that botched kick. But the Bengals, they were doing okay. So
Yeah.
it wasn't like they didn't go down or fall like they did
I
against
wasn't
the
talking about the
Chiefs or
Bengals. I'm
against the
talking about
Titans.
the whole scenario.
I don't understand the question.
Do you think? All right. Well, simple
Well,
answer.
here's the thing.
Do you think the
Hold on. No,
Rams
no,
had
hold
an
on. Hold on.
advantage being in that situation
Yes.
under
Yes.
pressure?
I agree. Yes. You know why? Because McVay technically has been there. Aaron Donald has been there in the Super Bowl before. It was a lot of players that was on that team. What was it? 2018, I want to say. Yeah, that 2018 Super Bowl.
2018. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of people from that 2017 to 2018 roster that was still on that team. So yes, I do agree with you. And I think obviously those players matured. It also helped when you go out there and you get what 2 to 3 future Hall of Famers in trades and free agency. You get
Yeah.
Jalen Ramsey, you bring Von Miller over, and then you trade and get OBJ. Oh yeah,
These are
and then
solid.
you go
These are
into
solid trades because we definitely talked about this. I just wanted to,
yeah,
like
yeah.
reminder.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I know. Oh yeah, Mr. Jones disappeared on us, but yeah, Mr. Jones know because I told him. I said
But
Stafford would be the. I said Stafford would be the thing that gets the Rams over the hump. I told you that.
well, Cooper
And
Cup helped them a lot out the way.
even before Stafford, we talked
Cooper
about the
Cup helped a
Rams
lot.
because we talked about when they actually did get to the Super Bowl and then they flopped.
Yeah, but I knew Jared Goff wasn't going to be able to lead them back. Bill
Yeah, of
Belichick
course. Yeah, we
exposed
talked
him.
about that, and then also with everybody that left the team. So when they did acquire Matthew Stafford, it started to build nice.
Mm-hmm. They still don't have a run game.
Yeah, they had to go all in though. They had to go all in.
Yeah,
they had to because they in that new stadium. The head coach maybe got like a 2-3 year window as far as offensive playbooks. He got like a 2-3 year window, and if they ain't get it within them 3 years, more than likely they was going to trade probably Jalen Ramsey and like another Aaron Donald if they wouldn't won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, well, here's the issue too. I think Jalen definitely would have been pissed and probably wanted to sit out, even though part of it was damn sure on him if they had lost with the play that he had. The plays that he had. No, seriously, right. I gotta call it like it is, man.
It wasn't very Goatland like.
No, it was a couple plays
where I was
sitting there like.
Nah, Chase the truth though. No,
Chase.
He got his route running is actually underrated. His route running is very underrated.
Yeah. But you're right. I mean, in the Rams, they don't have a first round pick until 2027 or 2028, something weird like that.
2027,
Yeah, they did the same thing like the Lakers did. They went all in, made these trades, brought all these people in, signed this free agent, all this kind of stuff, and guess what?
Yep.
Yeah, finally, it did deliver a championship. But I'm gonna be honest, unless they can figure out what they're gonna do from the running back side, they're gonna struggle. Because they gotta, and the thing is, they got the. I don't understand what the fascination is with Cam Akers. With literally the last 3 to 4 weeks of the season, fucking Sony Michel was averaging over 100 yards rushing. Like, feed who's being productive.
Yeah.
Not Mr. Fumble. I mean, thank God he didn't fumble, but that Buccaneers game was atrocious.
I mean, this game wasn't atrocious. The Super Bowl was atrocious. They were stopping him every time he was in the game. So
true.
I think the only running back that was getting yards was like Henderson Jr. in that game.
Mm-hmm.
They stopped everybody that game. And I don't know what changed in the fourth quarter to have them have Cooper Kupp just run that freely in the fourth quarter.
Exactly. I mean, that man had a whole drive to himself.
Exactly.
Speaking of Cooper Kupp, let's go ahead and put the band up.
Brother,
let's get into it.
Hold on, real quick. I agree with you, Mr. Jones. And there was no OBJ. There was no Tyler Higbee. There was no Robert Wood. They literally had nobody to throw to out there. You had Van Jefferson, who was also tired and worn out because he had a baby that was due that day, just like OBJ. Yep. Skroenik is ass. Blanton, not NFL honest, Mr. Jones. Blanton is ass. It was just one of those things where literally Cooper Kupp was the only option to depend on, and they could not stop him. If I was them, I would have been double and triple teaming Kupp. I would have made Van Jefferson beat me. Van Jefferson would have had to beat me or Skroenik. I could have. Yeah. I can go to sleep knowing that I would have been okay if those two had beat me. But knowing that Cooper Kupp beat me and he was the only one out there after OBJ went down, that's unacceptable. That is unacceptable.
And the crazy thing, in that drive, he was just killing them with straight post routes.
Yeah.
It was no drags, it wasn't no nines, it wasn't no comeback, none of that. It was straight post. Straight post routes.
That shit was so vanilla, and I'm just like, how does this keep happening? What is going on?
Yeah, I knew he was decent, but he was like this thing became like Jay Rice.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
Mr. Joe, talk about it.
It's like the '94 Super Bowl. Like, what the hell?
Not as many TDs, but he definitely was like.
I know, but now he's running posts like John Taylor out there. You know, John Taylor over at the post.
Yeah.
Like Alvin Harper back in the day. Like, what the hell?
Now, some people thank you, Zeus, for the segue for Kupp. Now, the question
do I think he deserve it?
Exactly. Or should it have been someone else like Aaron Donald? Let's just cut to the chase. No. It's only two people who could have deserved it, Donald or Kupp. No? Why you say that, Zeus?
Nah, I mean, I don't Mm-hmm. I mean, like he had that last play though, but like, I maybe just let me know if I'm tripping. I don't think his dominance in that game set the tone to have MVP.
Nah, it set the tone. They had 8 sacks on Burrow that game.
Yeah.
If
Was
it
it for
wasn't for
him?
Aaron Donald, huh?
But how many he had?
I think he had like 2 or 3, but you
2.
got to remember, yeah, he had 2, but you got to remember he be getting triple teamed, so he's opened up opportunities for other players.
Timeout. So Cup stats was 8 receptions, 92 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He only had 100 yards.
No,
He didn't have 100, but both his touchdowns were short yardage.
Yeah.
He actually could have had 3. They called one back.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So he could have had 3 touchdowns. He could have
I
went
think
over.
if OBJ didn't get hurt, he would have got it.
That's what I was thinking. LBJ would have got it if he didn't get hurt because he was killing them in that 1-on-1 situation.
he was. Them drag routes that he was running, he was fucking them up, catching and putting the jukes on them. OBJ was and the fly routes too, the deep post that he was running, tearing their ass up. But yeah, Cup, you got to give it to Cup by default at this point because Stafford had 2 interceptions. If Stafford only maybe had 1 interception, cool. But yeah, it had to go to Cup, man. He was
that
the most
last
important.
drive. Yeah, that last drive solidified it. Like just him by himself, that whole drive solidified him getting the MVP. That whole drive.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to. I still just I just don't understand how he's open and there's literally nobody else out there to throw to. Skroenick. I'm just gonna say the name Skroenick. That's who you wanted to make sure was covered.
Impressive. He said it right.
Like
Could have said scrotum.
Oh yeah, go ahead. That's brutal.
But the crazy thing is Matthew Stafford had two picks, but that second one was not on him. That was the crazy thing about it. I thought he wasn't going to throw it to him no more after that.
Mm-hmm.
He did give him a few more passes, in the next drive, but we all know who was going to in the end in the fourth quarter with the game on the line.
It's man.
Going to.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so let me ask y'all this then. Where do y'all rank Cooper Kupp as far as receivers now in the league? Like, where do y'all rank him?
He's number 1 right now.
Yeah, and if not number 1, he's top 3 right now.
Right now, he's uno.
I give him top 3.
League?
I need continuity, so I give him top 3. The only other receiver I can say is 2 receivers. I can say I like their style of play better when they're healthy. One is Devontae Adams. To me, Devontae Adams is the best route runner in the league, plain and simple. Yeah, Devontae Adams, he is that guy. And Devontae Adams he could be a possession guy. He could be just a regular, regular receiver, hands, go up and get it. You could throw jump balls to him. You can't throw a jump ball to Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp ain't jumping over no damn DBs. He's not.
I just want to throw this in the equation. Because I think he got like 3 achievements that Jerry Rice only achieved.
Yeah, he got the triple crown.
His whole career, and he did it in 1 season. Like, is that a main factor? Like, I mean, because I think that makes him number 1. If we talking about accolades.
Number 1 as far as what in the league? I mean, again.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, like, your man just did that. Oh, you think it's fabricated? You think somebody else deserves something else?
I'm not going to diminish it and say that it's fabricated, but here's my thing too. It's easy for you to lead the league in receptions when you're targeted 15 to 20 times a game. It's not difficult. At that point, when you get that many, exactly. When you get,
but no, though. I mean, that doesn't even matter, though. I mean, if you catching those targets, you can drop those catches. Out of those 20 catches, you can be 2 for 20.
No,
but he's not,
and not be a number 1 receiver. No, you can't. No, you
all right then. So I'm just saying it. I mean, that was your debatable argument. I'm just speaking on that fact.
It's just here's the thing. here's the thing. What I need is continuity because he only had one other 1,000-yard season. I think he had like 1,100 receiving yards with golf. So
Yeah.
if this type of success continues with Matthew Stafford, now that here's the thing, the jury is out on him right now. The decision has been made. He's crowned, quote unquote, the best or top
Best
2 receiver in the
receiver.
league. Now we're going to see
Nah,
how
I think he's the
defenses
best. I mean,
react.
whoever else, what is this competition? I mean,
I
who
just
else
told
is
you.
out?
I
You
just
said
told you, Devontae Adams, and then
I
the other
mean,
person.
he didn't have a better season than Cup.
no one
Nobody had a
did.
better season.
Yeah,
Nah,
Nobody had
nobody
a
yeah.
did.
All
better
right,
Nobody
then.
season.
I
did.
mean, so
Nobody did.
how's he arguably the best too?
Because I
I
just
mean,
told you
are you
why.
going off like season wise, like how
I'm
long
talking about
people been in the
He talking
overall.
game?
about he talking about just skill set.
Yeah, like overall receivers.
Okay,
Overall
skill
receivers.
set. So
Yeah,
there's opinion.
skill set.
All right, what about statistically?
I mean, statistically, yeah, but statistically, Tom Brady was the best receiver. But did he win? I mean, was the best
You said
quarterback. But
what?
did he win MVP? Did Tom Brady win MVP? He was statistically the
All
best
right.
quarterback in the league.
It doesn't matter though. The whole time, like
It
if he
does.
did,
That's just
no,
I
oh
just
no.
said
Matter
the
of
How
fact,
same
all
was
right,
thing.
he?
no,
Come
it
out.
does matter,
Come
and
out.
the
How
whole
was he
time better with that.
statistically better? Because he had more
Who,
yards.
Tom? He had more
No,
yards,
that's
more
what I'm
passing.
saying. Nah,
But he wasn't
because
the
Three.
most efficient. He wasn't the most
I said
efficient. His
I
QB
said
rating
over
was the
accolades. Like, what
highest.
is the debate to make him better? Because if you were talking about statistics, then I can agree with you.
Yeah,
But over
Tom had
time, if
double
he
digit
didn't
picks.
perform,
Tom had double-digit picks, but also
I mean,
I
like
told you
that
he
would
was
make
top
him
5 in
great.
every
Like if
major
he didn't
passing
get
category.
MVP, the whole time he dominated in the season, and then also his playoff game, and his stats was better than an ex QB, I would give him that credibility versus the person that had MVP. So that's what I'm asking you about Devontae Adams. Does
What I'm
he
saying is
have
this:
a better
overall,
stat overall, or you're just talking about skill set? Because skill set,
I'm talking
yeah,
about
I
skill
agree with
set.
you, but that's an opinion.
Yeah,
But whole time he didn't perform like Cooper Cup did.
Yeah, but Cooper Cup got one of them seasons that probably rarely happens like every 10 years. He just had the quarterback. He just had the quarterback that could give him the numbers that he got this year.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because what's the name? Because what's the name had something similar. What's his name? Michael Thomas, just a couple
Michael
years
Thomas
ago.
with Drew Brees.
Yeah,
Yeah, he had the same
yeah,
thing.
with
Yep.
Drew Brees, and Michael Thomas was another one of those. Hey, I'm basically the only guy out here. I'm getting 15 to 20 targets a game, and he even adopted the nickname, the Can't Guard Mike, Can't Stop Mike, or something like that. So that's all that I'm saying. I need years of continuity before I could just crown you number one. We've seen Devontae Adams with his route running, him, basically being able to take on all forms of a receiver year after year after year. Now, the question about Devontae is, where are you going next season and who's going to be your quarterback? That's when we're going to find out what he's made of.
Yeah,
and like I said, we're going to find out what Cup is made of, because now the jury is out on him. Everybody knows now what he's capable of. So our defense is going to adjust. And because if they do, and he only gets 1,200 receiving yards, then we're going to have to take him out of this number one talk. He'll still be top 3, but we're going to have to take him out of this number one talk. Yeah,
even though
I'm sorry.
Even though I think 1,200 is still a good year.
No, 1,200 is still a good year, but
next
but it's an extra game.
But it's an extra episode of TMS.
And then another person who, me personally, when he's healthy, and again, I'm going to add when he's healthy, and we talk about skill set, hands, all that kind of stuff. I like DeAndre Hopkins too. I like him just a tad bit better than Cooper Kupp.
I think they're pretty much the same player for real. I think Hopkins got better hops though. But as far as route running and skill set, I think they're about the same.
I mean, all right. So with these players that y'all name, you got DeAndre Hopkins, boom, Devontae Adams. Who else y'all name?
No, that's it. Those are the only two.
Right.
Everybody else,
and then also I say Cooper Kupp.
Else.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
with their accolades now, do you consider it Hall of Fame?
No.
All 3?
No. No, not yet. None of them.
Not
Out of
yet.
them
Not
three,
yet.
out of them
Not
three,
yet.
Hopkins got
Not
the
yet.
best shot.
Yeah,
Hopkins got the
I
best
mean,
shot.
you
Out
don't
of
you
them
don't you
three.
don't think Cup got it because he achieved
But
something that
Nah, it's
he,
too
any
early.
other.
he
Too
only
early.
played 4 seasons. Only
4
got
seasons.
2
Yeah.
seasons over
I'm just
1,000.
saying he did
But
something that ain't nobody do in one season.
well,
It's
Jerry
a,
Rice did
it's
it.
a lot.
Jerry
Yeah,
Rice did it.
not
Yeah, Jerry
not
Rice did
Jerry
it.
Rice got the Triple Crown and he won Super Bowl MVP
That was a
that year.
season. Now that was his career. My
No, that
Nah,
bad.
was a
that was in the
season.
season.
Nah,
He
That
did
was
it
a
No,
in the
that
season. That
wasn't
was
season.
a
in the
season.
season.
it was
That
at
was
Yes,
in
it
the
was in the
season.
87.
season.
Trust me, it
Yeah.
was at 87. I'm giving
I'm
you
gonna
a
have
year. It
to.
was at 87.
I'm gonna have to Google it.
Go ahead,
Somebody
Google it.
Google that.
Google it. It was at 87.
Nah, I
Yeah.
don't think it was.
Yes, it
I
was.
think
He
that
had
was
like
over his. I
no.
think that
That's the
was
year
over
he
his
had
career.
23. He had 23 touchdowns.
I think it was over his career.
No, because he got over 100
Nah.
something touchdowns
I
in
don't
his
think he
career.
got all three in one
In his
season.
career, he got over
He
200. He got the
did.
most touchdowns in NFL history. He got over 200.
Exactly. Yeah.
In
He
his
did.
career.
Yeah. And one season Jerry Rice did, he did the Triple Crown. Trust me.
Yes, it's 87. I believe it was 87,
Yeah.
88. The year with
Yeah.
Joe.
Exactly. And the only other receiver that came close to that was Moss and
Megatron was
was
close.
Moss.
Megatron.
Yeah, Megatron
was
and Moss was close. Moss was close that year, that 07 year with the Patriots, and then Megatron got close too one season. I think he missed it with like the touchdowns or something like that with Megatron. But yeah, Moss had the touchdowns that year. He had the yards. I think it was the receptions. I think T.O. beat him out in receptions that year, if I'm not mistaken, because him and T.O. was killing it that year.
Is that the year when T.O. had 4 of the Commanders?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the year. Yep.
Yeah, Jerry Rice had it in actually 1990. That was the year he won
90.
Triple Crown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was
He
his
had
stats?
100 receptions, 1,500 yards, and 13 touchdowns.
That was
a
an
Triple
off year.
Crown year.
That was an off year for Rice too.
Exactly. The off year for Jerry. And that still was a Triple Crown one. Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, Cup, I'm not going to take anything away from him. Like I said, if he does this again next year, we can come back and revisit it. I will crown him number one. But all I'm saying is now the jury is out on him. Teams can't be stupid. You got to know who the ball is going to now. You know that they don't have much of a running game. So you know now.
They
Now,
does
I don't
better to try to get somebody. I don't know who
They could pick
like
that up off
emergency wise.
trades. And I
Yeah,
ain't
or
gonna
try
lie
to.
to you. I see OBJ going somewhere else.
He ain't going nowhere else.
Or he taking
Nah,
over.
Nah,
Yeah,
he's
nah,
stuck,
OBJ
he's
ain't
stuck in
going
LA
nowhere.
because of that knee. He's stuck in LA because of that knee injury. He's
Yeah,
stuck in
ain't
LA.
nobody gonna take. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna give him the money and take that second. Somebody will take the chance on him, but they not gonna give him the money that he wants. He'll get the money in LA because of the market and everything. He'll get the money in LA.
Now, do you
And
think
at
they
the
could afford Chris Godwin? That's gonna be the thing. Can they afford Chris Godwin and let go of like a Van Jefferson or somebody like that?
Well, Van, I think, is still on his rookie contract. It's Robert Woods to me who's going to be the free agent this offseason.
Ooh.
Yeah, because Woods got hurt. Remember, Woods tore his ACL in practice. And that was after Robert Woods had his best game of the season because he was saying, hey, that's another thing, too, where it's a slippery slope because Robert Woods called it out and said, hey, Cooper Kupp keeps getting all the targets. I'm getting open. Where the hell am I passing at? Yeah, and that's why Deshaun Jackson ended up leaving too, because Deshaun is like, what am I out here for?
I wonder what is he out there for?
I mean,
sorry, say that.
I mean, we're saying with Vegas too, though. We're saying with Vegas, what is he out there for at this point?
Yeah, true. Yeah, because you got another white boy who kept getting force fed and Renfro. they literally, I was just like, bro, Derek Carr, like, do you not see anybody else out there? Like,
if it ain't Wilder, it's gonna be Wilford. Like, it's one of the two.
It's like Waller or Renfro. That's it. That's the only two people gonna get the ball. That shit gets annoying too. I'm like, bro, why is Renfro getting 15 to 20 targets? Like, seriously? Like, shit.
It kind of happened with Wes Welker. You know, he was kind of like the guy that made the whole slot receiver, nice,
True.
The secret weapon and all that. So when that happened, you know, now they got to get these like small receivers that could be in the slot.
Cole
Cooper's
Beasley.
But here's the funny thing, and this is how you can tell about athleticism. Cooper Kupp is not a short guy. He's like 6'1", 6'2". He just doesn't have the athleticism to go over top of people's heads. That's just never been his game. Check his stats. He's like 6'1" or 6'2". Cooper Kupp not short. He's not a Wes Welker or a Julian Edelman.
He's definitely not.
Yeah, he tall as shit. Playing like a little slot receiver.
Getting open. I mean.
Yeah. Nah, he is. He's getting open.
He averaged like 13 yards a catch.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about it. Yeah, he's 6'2", 195.
Yeah. He just too little to go across that middle. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's why he ducked.
Yeah, that's exactly.
He just dived like right at the end of it.
All right, while we still got time, man, let's talk about this real quick.
What, the halftime show? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Oh man,
I was thinking about it. I got an unpopular opinion, but yeah, I'll let it go.
Nah, I think we all might agree. We might all agree. Now, first of all, it was too short.
Yeah,
it was like 13 minutes. They fit 6 acts in 13 minutes.
Uh-huh.
That's the respect they give us?
Of course.
Second of all, I know it's for the culture. It was love, California love, but people saying it's one of the greatest or it's the best ever. Wash your face. Wash your face. It's up there. It's something.
You know, my best was, Janet Jackson with the titty.
Hey, that's top 5. I think that might be better because they was rocking before the titty. Before the titty, they was rocking.
Nah, the titty set the tone for me. Just saying. I was raised. Changed my life.
Wasn't even nipple
like
though.
Now. It was a nipple with the ring around it. I was like, man, that's exotic. I gotta see a nipple with a ring on it.
She did like had that joint pierced too. That was fun. It was covered.
Look what you did. Look what you did, NFL. You turned me out. It's like, nah, it's playing.
Yeah, man.
But not though. It's going on what you just said, man. A short opinion of mine. Definitely wasn't top 5. I understand people had their gestures, but what I can say is it depends on what the tone that it was trying to set, because I heard people did a lot that they wasn't instructed to do. But
like what? If you talking about the Eminem thing, that's a rumor. It's a rumor. The whole NFL telling Eminem not to kneel. It's cap.
What Snoop did.
What you talking about? The Crip Walk?
No, he actually
the Crip Walk.
I
ain't gonna lie to you.
He actually threw up the set on TV.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
but they was like, because it feels like he should wear that outfit because it looked gay related.
The dude is known for being a famous Crip, and you now want to care about what he's wearing? Really?
Crazy thing, I thought it was the best part of the performance. He's polished. He's very polished.
Not even gonna lie to you. Snoop had the best probably performance on that jump, but I just didn't like the whole overall.
Yeah.
To it. It's just like
that's
like damn. We
he was out of place. This is out of place.
This is the quote that I said. I was like, damn, we went from titties to Crip walking. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, well, here's the thing.
That's what we doing on Black History Month, man. That's cool.
I mean, what the thing is
I thought Kizzy chose the right song, though. I just think it should have been executed better because he picked the right song. Black History Month, all right, that's a great song.
Everybody looked like they was winded, except for, you know what I'm saying, Murray J had a decent jump.
She had a decent set, yeah.
She did that usual I'm drunk about to pass out dance.
Yeah. Well, I think another thing too.
Monet.
I think another thing too that's just showing how old we're getting is everybody sitting up here clowning 50 Cent for hanging upside down, and I'm like, do y'all not remember the In the Club video? Like,
no, he ain't look like he was in the club.
Yeah,
It
he
looked
looked like
like
2003 50.
it looked like he was somewhere else, baby. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. This nigga
Hey, you getting
was
them
like,
checks from Keenan, raising
I
Keenan
know
and
he
Apollo.
enjoying life. Yeah,
I was about to say, yeah,
he going
nobody's
to
gonna look
that.
like they
He
did.
going to that
Yeah,
Mastro Steakhouse every week.
yeah,
all lamb chops. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to
like
tell you,
I'm
we
about to say, ain't
butterflied
nobody,
everything.
man, nobody's gonna look like how they looked in 2003. I damn sure don't look like how I looked in
I'm about to say,
2003.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
true.
don't, because I was say, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, nobody looks like they did. Yeah,
Oh
nobody looks like
man,
they
And when
did
you
in
think about it,
2003.
you ain't gonna look the same in 2003. You are right now. I'm gonna be,
Yeah,
that's
that's why when
honest.
people was 50 this 50, I'm like, what do you expect? Like,
Nah, but it's crazy because 50 looked like Dr. Dre and Dr. Dre looked like 50 and shit. Like
oh yeah, I get what you're saying. Drake did look a little bit more
They
in
that's
shape.
switch.
I was
crazy.
like, bruh,
Nigga, Dre was in shape like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? This
yeah,
half
And
hair and ass.
that divorce, man, that divorce got him in that drink working out like crazy,
He
like he a
finally got
single
his
man for
hair
real.
back. That's why he
Yeah.
sold Dre beats. It was like, man, look, we got you with the plug.
uh-huh. Yeah, but
But
I halftime show. I mean, it was decent. It's definitely top 10, but top 5, no. People are just prisoners of the moment. I get so
crazy.
tired of.
Yeah,
I get
I
so
will put it
tired
over
of.
like
All right,
Madonna
let's
joint,
all right, let's
YouTube.
yeah. Let's name something better.
Oh, Prince, hands
Well,
down.
Well, let's name the top three. Let's get the three out of there: Prince, Michael Jackson, Beyonce. All right, who's
Yeah.
next?
what
Bruno
the
Mars.
fuck?
Bruno Mars.
Yeah, Bruno Mars job killed that shit. Because
What
that's
the
when he had the whole little coke little rumor going around too.
Yeah.
And he still go ahead and killed that jump.
Yeah, he got arrested like that week. He got
Yeah.
arrested that
who
week.
was it? Was it Katy Perry? Was it Katy Perry or was it Lady Gaga who was like on the? Who was like flying over the arena? Was that Katy?
Oh,
Oh,
Katy Perry. That was
That's
Katy Perry.
Katy. Katy
nah,
Perry
that was
rock.
dope.
Her shit
That
was
was
like
dope.
that.
That was
Yeah, wasn't
dope.
Nicki
Katy
I
Minaj
killed
ain't
that
gonna
there
lie
shit.
to
too?
you.
Wasn't
Yeah.
Nicki? Didn't she have a small set on there? Nicki?
Missy Elliott did have a small set on that joint.
Was it
She
Missy
had
or Nicki?
Missy. That was Missy
I
Elliott.
think
Okay,
Missy.
Because
gotcha. Yeah,
that performance
I don't
actually
remember
got
that one.
like Get Your Freak On like 5 times platinum was that performance.
gotcha.
because of that.
Yeah, so
Because of that.
yeah.
And then let's see what else. Who else?
You said U2. I remember U2.
That joint
It was
throw that
old,
joint in the
but
back. Yeah, throw that joint in the
Yeah,
back.
I
nah, that shit
mean,
is
shit. Nah, was in the back was Bruce
I,
Springsteen. Yeah, he pissed
yeah.
me off.
I'll put
Kept
Coldplay
sliding in the
over
camera and
YouTube.
shit. Nobody want to see that shit.
Yeah. I'll put the Coldplay joint over YouTube. Be honest. Goodness
yeah.
gracious. Like, boy.
Yeah. I'm
At
sure
least they had
Beyonce.
the audacity to bring Beyonce out. You know what I'm saying?
True. That is true. But I'm sure Jay will assert himself eventually in one of these Super Bowls before it's all said and done.
I was just thinking about that shit in my mind. I swear to God.
But
And I
they
was just
gotta
like,
give him 30 minutes
I
though.
don't know how long he gonna hold out because nigga, how the fuck you gonna be a part of something that you establish, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because pretty much,
Yeah, he's
and
over the
just
music
correct
industry
me,
for the
correct me
NFL.
if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
He's over the music industry for the NFL, but also the music industry was supposed to go to like a Reform Act,
Yeah.
for some other shit. And
Nah.
Can we
They
get
made Jay be
Kanye
the
next
front man
year?
for it. I was about to say, yeah.
I'm
Man,
Here's
thinking
the thing. They not gonna let Kanye do it.
that
get
shit be
light
so
skin.
but
fire
Nah,
though.
you
You
gotta get
I
know
light
no,
skin.
what though?
but
You
look,
know what?
how
You
do
gotta
you
get light
see
skin.
Jay
I'm
Z
sorry.
in that setting? Because how can you be the guy that's just there? I was just like, yeah, that'll just be awkward. It would seem like it's a
I can see him
so.
doing the Vegas one. I can see him doing the Vegas
Yeah, I
Super
could
Bowl.
definitely see him doing a Vegas. And here's the thing: he's
Nah,
already
I
been
don't think he
performing
would
in
only.
NFL stadiums.
Only way he would do it if he had it probably back in New York.
Nah, he
They ain't
do it
gonna
in
put it.
Vegas.
I don't
He
think they're
do it
gonna
in
put it back
Vegas.
in New York. That's the
Nah,
thing.
it's
I don't
not.
think they ever
Yeah,
gonna
it's
put it
too
back.
cold. Yeah,
He
it's too
wasn't doing it
cold
in
in New
Vegas.
York.
So what's another entertainment city? Vegas. It would have to be Vegas for him to
What if
do
New
it.
York get a new stadium? Yeah, I give it like
Well, if
10
they get a
years.
new stadium, then yeah.
Yeah, but it would have to have a dome.
He's not doing it no time soon.
I don't know. I could see him in Vegas because I think Beyonce at one point didn't she have a residency out there in Vegas, Mr. Jones?
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No,
No,
it
she
never
had a
took off.
residency.
It never took
Nah.
off. COVID. Remember COVID?
Oh yeah. COVID. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but they did have her.
Yeah.
They did have her listed though. Her and they had both of them
Man,
listed.
that would have been dope.
Because
I ain't
Drake
gonna lie
was
to
supposed
you.
to have one
Beyonce
too.
would have been getting all that money.
Mm-hmm.
It'd been Beyonce and Drake out here at the same time.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would have been.
Yeah. Them
I say
tickets would
next
have
year.
been crazy.
You might have to get light skin for next year, man. I know you don't like
What,
the guy.
Arizona? What for
you might have to-
Arizona?
Yeah, you might have to get light skin for Arizona, man. I
Well,
know you
Drake,
don't like the guy. Yeah, you might have to get him for next year.
Drake would do a decent halftime show.
He would, but I don't think they're going to Arizona because that's where it is next year. It's Arizona, then it's Vegas the year after.
Oh no, you ain't seeing hip hop next year.
No, no. This was just here's the thing.
Who they going
I'm gonna
get?
tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you what
Same.
happened. They smoothed this over. They gave us hip hop this year to
Oh,
kind
nah,
of
it's
smooth
still
some
gonna-
other
it's still gonna
backhanded
be-
things.
It's still gonna be hip hop. Trust me. It's gonna be
I'm
a
just trying to
backdoor
think
hip hop.
who. It's gonna
It's
be
gonna
like
be
a
a
old hip
backdoor
hop
hip-
act.
No, it's gonna be a backdoor hip hop with like some pop shit. It's gonna be
Yeah,
I get
all the
what you
main
mean. It's
pop
gonna be one of them.
stream.
I get what you
Yeah,
mean.
like
Yeah.
one of them Juicy J's and who's that? Katy Perry songs. Like it's gonna be some new shit like that.
Oh
It's
yeah.
already gonna be lined
That
up.
makes sense.
Trust
That
me.
makes sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, but the pop person is going to be the headliner. The rapper,
Yeah.
it's just like how they did, what's the name? What was it? Not last year, the year before. Travis Scott. Remember, what's the name came out? It was Coldplay, wasn't it? And then Travis Scott came out
Yeah, it was
there.
Coldplay. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was
Coldplay.
Coldplay. Then Travis Scott came out there for a small set, and then you had Big Boy out there for like 2 minutes or 30 seconds. Yeah, whatever it was. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be pop. The pop artist will headline next year with an undertone of hip hop. It'll go back to normal.
Truthfully, if they were smart, I'll just go ahead and get Silk Sonic. Fuck it. You already
True.
got Bruno Mars twice.
True. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, true. Yeah, go ahead and get Silk Sonic. You right.
They gotta make it deluxe or something.
oh,
Yeah. or Silk Sonic may get Vegas since they got the residency out there. They may get the Vegas Super Bowl.
yeah. I mean, Vegas up in the air. They could get anybody at that point. It's Vegas.
Exactly.
They could get anybody.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. I guess, and here's the last thing for y'all. Another sneaky, underhanded thing that the NFL did. Does anybody know who's the youngest coach to ever win a Super Bowl?
Sean
Sean
McVay.
McVay.
Do you know who it was before then?
Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin.
Yep.
Yeah, I was saying whole time, my
Big
man.
fuck you from the NFL. Hey, give it back to Whitey. He's reigning supreme again.
Oh man.
The more you know. Let's go.
Exactly.
Right hand street, but like
So who
God.
saw the national anthem? I hear that, but America the Beautiful, Janine Aiko killed it.
Yeah,
I
some
don't
country
know who
singer,
she
something
was,
Guyton.
obviously.
No,
Yeah,
so
Kendra Guyton.
so what happened?
Janine
I think-
Aiko killed it though.
Nah,
Yeah.
but like I think it was an offsetting because they announced something totally different, and I was like, "Oh, this is not
Yeah,
the
they
anthem."
did. They called Janae Aiko. They called Janae Aiko Kendra Guyton, but it was Guyton who sung the national anthem. Yeah, they got
Right.
them confused.
She tried to step it up, but I ain't even gonna lie to you, she tried like killed it though. But
I mean, at the end of the day, to me, like I said, the Super Bowl, it was average. I'm just so sick of the NFL and their PR stunts. Like,
What they
I
need to do
really
is get
am.
rid of that goddamn Pro Bowl. That's what they need to do. Get
Yeah,
rid of that
but
shit.
what happened
So
with the
here's
Pro
the-
Bowl, man? I ain't even
It's
watched that
trash.
shit.
It's terrible.
You know
It's
that
like
shit
touch
always
football.
sneak through, and they be like, "Oh, the Pro Bowl happened," and I just see clips and highlights and shit. Like it's
touch
not really
football
announced.
now. Nobody's
Wow.
getting tackled. It's touch football. Literally, I watched the highlights. Nobody got tackled.
I don't watch
Nobody.
that shit.
Yeah. So here's the problem. I know we talked about some of the suggestions. The issue with the Pro Bowl, I'm going to be honest, it's a lot worse than what it is. The worst. But the problem is, you can't really have it during the middle of the season. Why? Because players aren't going to want to go full contact in the middle of the season, like that extra game. No, players would definitely abuse it. They would be resting or faking injuries to get on the report, so they didn't have to play.
So they had to report. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And then if you do it before the Super Bowl, like how it was, you're automatically, how it is now, you're not going to get any of the Super Bowl team players in it. But then if you do it after the Super Bowl, a lot of them are going to skip that too.
Yeah, because they're going to be off season. They're going to be on vacation. They ain't going to think about the Pro Bowl.
Man.
No.
I'd say go ahead, make that joint like a 7-on-7 competition and bring the legends in. That's the only way you're going to make it like at least somewhat watchable.
I mean, at this point, honestly,
I'd rather watch pros versus Joes.
I was about to say that. like at the end of the day,
go ahead and get Brett Favre. Try to get Jim Kelly.
Peyton Manning,
Michael Irvin always do it.
Yeah, Michael Irvin. Get Emmett out there. Get some of them guys that's still able to move around out there. Get T.O. out there. You get a T.O. to play.
Get all those dudes out. Get somebody out there.
Yeah, because at this point they might as well just scrap it because the product that they put this shit is trash.
Yeah, they didn't promote it. I mean, they like Zeus said, you ain't hear nothing about it till the day of, like literally, like they did not promote the Pro Bowl at all.
Yeah.
And crazy thing is, I was driving to the highway. It wasn't even that much traffic.
Yeah.
Bro, the scouting kind of buying get more promotion than
I think the NHL had more tickets. I think the NHL
they probably gave away free tickets. They was just like, hey, what you doing in the neighborhood? Hey, look, come to the Pro Bowl. We got tickets for you.
Because the hockey joint was sold out.
That's crazy.
Oh, hockey always sells out.
That's hockey though. I mean, that's pure skill. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'd rather watch a hockey game and people make trick shots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They do it right. They skills competition.
This is like you don't really have to go in and check niggas in hockey.
Yeah.
Like you can have fun.
And I like the NBA, the stars participate in everything.
Yeah.
Not even with the NBA though. Like you can fake play these still balls, like catch somebody loafing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't getting the best of the dunk contest and 3-pointers no more like you used to.
No,
well, the 3-pointers is always
I blame LeBron. Now that I blame LeBron. That is LeBron's fault. It's LeBron's fault. If LeBron had did a dunk contest, we would have gotten more stars. But now we don't get them.
Yeah.
I think the last one was who? Levine.
I think he been
was
scared.
Like the last star. Yeah.
Like old time, like bro, you might as well just go ahead and get that under your belt.
But ain't John Morant doing it this year?
Nah, he was gonna do it, but then I forgot who replaced him. The dude from Golden State replaced him. If I'm not mistaken, he was gonna do it though. I think
he's not doing
his ankle or something. Yeah, I think he twisted his ankle or something. So he's like, nah, I'm not gonna do it this year. Maybe next year. So we'll see.
Garbage. Might as well bring the flight team, man.
I mean, at least Steph, like Steph and Clay are there in the 3-point, so we do got some type of stars in like some events, but
All right, here we go. I got the people. You got Toscano Anderson. I have no idea who that is. I think he plays for the Houston. Oh, Golden State. Okay. Jalen Green from the Houston Rockets. You got Obi Toppin from the Knicks. That pause on that name, Obi Toppin. And Cole Anthony for Orlando. Now, Cole Anthony, he be dunking on motherfuckers, so I'm actually rooting for him. But yeah, that's who's in the dunk contest.
Who that, J. Cole?
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm about to say I might have to go. The only one that actually got like that can actually like do some dunk competition dunks is Opie. To be honest. Like that actually could do dunk competition dunk.
Yeah, and then
Cole Anthony could get up there though. I seen Cole Anthony play before. Yeah, he could get up there.
This shit finna be ass.
It is. 3-pointer gonna be better though. Yeah. You got Van Fleet, you got Desmond Bain, you got Luke Kennard, you got Zach LaVine, you got C.J. McCollum, Patty Mills. I don't know why Karl Anthony Towns is in it. His ass will be out first round. And then you got Trae Young. If Karl Anthony Towns wins, this shit is completely rigged, okay?
Now he ain't out shooting stuff.
I actually got Clay winning.
Clay's not in it.
Yeah. Oh, Clay not
Clay
in
not
it.
in it.
Dang.
Oh, Clay.
I just
Yeah, he
named all the
not.
people.
Yeah, Steph about to win that. He about to get like 32 in the final round or something crazy.
It's not
Because
fair.
even on a bad day, like Steph getting at least 29.
Steph not in it either.
Competition.
I don't see him. Steph not in it.
Oh man.
Oh, this joint.
No, it's literally look for the 3-point contest. It's Fred Van Fleet, Desmond Bain, Luke Kennard, Zach LaVine, C.J. McCollum, Patty Mills, Carl Anthony Towns, and Trey Young.
Oh, I'm going Van Fleet then. If that's okay.
That's your ass.
Give me Luke Kennard. I'm going with the white boy. Desmond Bain too damn strong to be out there shooting threes. Nigga look like he bench press like 400 pounds.
He like Bill Wallace.
Yeah. Ben Wallace ass nigga out here about to shoot a three. Like, come on, man. They gotta stop. They gotta stop. But yeah, all of this, the sponsors and all that getting in the way. It is what it is, man. I'm tired of this.
I mean,
shit.
there's always been like that with All-Star. I mean, the reason why MJ did it was because of Nike, though. Because of promotion for his shoes.
True.
So, there's always been like a shoe thing. It's just like you said, some of the stars just, it's not important to them anymore.
No, well, I think with LeBron, too, I think the reason why he didn't do it is because he didn't want to, with how crazy the media is, and he lacks creativity. He do the same dunks. He do the tomahawk, the little reverse joint, and then the joint we bring it down and then slam it. That's all it was with him. He would have had 3 dunks, and somebody would have out-dunked his ass and embarrassed him. And then once the media...
I want to know who actually... What was the year that he was actually going to do it? What was it, 03? Who was considered like the top dunkers in 03 at the time?
Jason Richardson, Desmond Mason, Vince Carter was still up there.
Yeah.
Tracy McGrady.
But both of them stopped. And Jason Richardson stopped too, because remember he tore his knee up that year.
Well, 03?
Yeah, Jason Richardson tore his knee up that
03 was
year.
the best dunk contest.
He won that one, didn't he?
Yeah.
Him and Desmond Mason. Yeah, I thought Desmond Mason won it. They was at the end.
Was that 03?
Yeah. Hold on, I'm about to go to it right now and tell you. 2003.
Steve Francis was out there.
2000, Jason Richardson he won.
Oh yeah, he was
in
in
2000. Yeah.
So he had so LeBron was going to do that one.
It's like I was also
04. It had to be 03, 04. That was the one I'm thinking about.
Oh, what a 04. That was because fucking Fred Jones won that one. Then you had Josh Smith. Then you had Nate Robinson, and then it just went downhill.
Oh my God, Fred Jones.
That was the Nate.
That was like the worst. Fred fucking Jones. Honestly, the worst dunk contest ever is the one Kobe won, but that's another story.
Oh, 96?
97.
Ass.
Yeah. Well, here's the issue, too. The reason why the Fred Jones one was so bad is because literally the previous year you had the greatest dunk contest of all time. So that was the issue. It had to follow up and live up to expectations. And we all knew that wasn't going to happen.
So are you putting if you put 03 over the Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon year?
Yeah. Are you kidding me? Vince Carter? Bruh, you talking about...
No, not the 2001. Not the 2001. I'm talking about the 03 one. Yeah. Would you put the 03 over Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon?
No.
I would.
No.
I would.
The only thing I may put over there is Jordan and Dominique. The first one.
The first one. That's nice. Yeah, but Vince Carter got the best. Yeah, Vince Carter hands down got the best slam dunk.
Well, it's single, because he ain't miss. He didn't miss.
Well, not only that, difficulty of his dunks.
It was shit we never. Every dunk was like shit we never seen before either.
Yeah, true. Arm in the rim, between the legs. Yeah, I mean, people literally went out and remember the dunk contest.
His first dunk was the reverse 360 windmill.
I don't know.
That's how it looked.
Going, I guess, more into this age.
If this
You got to
age
give
is
Blake
golden,
Griffin.
it's golden Zach Levine.
Nah, you gotta give Blake Griffin his day, his due.
Like he jumped over Kia.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. He jumped over a Kia Optima. Congratulations to him. I don't even think it was an Optima. It might have been a Spectra.
I'm about to say the white was better than him.
Can you do it though?
None of us can do it.
Yeah, none of us can do it. Who cares?
Right.
It's just average.
But I'm just saying, okay, with that body build, you know, what is he like? What 6'8"? I'm saying like 260 pounds, shit like that.
Dwight Howard is 7 feet, my guy. So it ain't hard for him to jump.
He's about Blake.
I mean,
Blake
but,
like 6'8", 6'8".
No,
like
but you have to hurt your body to jump over this car with that weight, and there's no such thing as hang time.
I strongly disagree.
But that Dwight Howard joint slept on though. That Dwight Howard dunk contest was slept on. Yes,
man, that shit was ass. You know what? Because that double rim shit. You talking about that shit when he did the double rim off the that shit was ass.
John Wall Jones was underrated.
That was ass too because I didn't like the format. That's when they had the teams.
But that behind the back. That behind the back joint John Wall did though. Surprised nobody never did a 720 yet though.
It'll probably happen.
Yeah, the dude that tried it, he's no longer going to be participating in the dunk contest. So slowly, Zach Levine was going to try it. If he was going to ever do it again, he said he was going to try it. So
somebody did a 540. I remember that.
Yeah.
So, right, it was average, plain and simple, average.
Well, luckily enough, it ain't like no 7-footers in this dunk contest. So it might be a little more exciting. It might be more exciting.
Everybody gonna miss their first dunk?
Of course. Just don't hit a Chris Anderson.
If that happens, I mean, I just think like after a while, like they just need to eliminate it. And then they just give the dunk contest to people that really want to show off.
Well, they kind of.
Because that'll help no names actually brand themselves.
Yeah, that was the point of it for the new ones. Truthfully, to get the guys that wasn't playing like that, like the opportunity to show their actual skill. So, because nobody wasn't like thinking about Glenn Robinson Jr. at that time. Glenn Robinson
Exactly.
Nobody wasn't thinking about him to that dunk contest. Like for real. So it's even with Fred Jones. I mean, he wasn't even playing in Indiana at that time.
Bruh, that nigga Fred Jones overall on 2K and Live was a 58. Okay,
exactly.
58. That nigga was ass.
But his dunking was 90 though.
Everything else is 30 though.
Exactly. He was ass, bruh. Ass.
You get one dunk, gotta go to the bench.
Yeah, I remember as a kid, you get hyped. Oh, he won a dunk contest. About to go play with them and put him in the game. I couldn't make shit.
You know what's worse?
58.
3-point jumps. Like you were like, oh, he was in a 3-point contest. He was wetting them jumps.
They do okay with that. They do okay with those.
Nah. Because they jump shot be weird as hell.
Yeah, I'm about to say that on 22. That's a completely different game.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean it's
I mean, none of y'all play 22. Let's not talk about games, all right?
Yeah, it's ass. Enjoy it.
All right, look, Tay, I'm not going to disrespect you. You play 22?
I play it here and there. I don't play it as much as I used to.
All right. So you do play it. All right, cool. Now these niggas don't play games.
I don't want to hear this. What's your thoughts on 2K22 overall?
Me? Oh, I've been like just like 21. I'm like, I understand they try to bring something new to every game, but keep it basic at this point. Just make everything basic. Like it ain't no reason to try to do the like
2K11.
You can't advance your player. Yeah, you can't advance your player and not let you play in the park and stuff like that. Like nah, I liked it the way it was beforehand when I could just play the games and update my player.
You get separate accolades if you play in the park.
All right, let me ask everybody this question. What's the last
like
great
you can
2K?
still perform your career and then like max out.
Yeah.
You said what's the last great 2K?
Yeah, what's the last great 2K? Like
I
great
would say
2K.
probably like great 2K, maybe
I think
2K
it was like 19.
17.
19?
Oh, was it 17? Nah, I think you might be right, MT. I think it was 17.
I think it was either
17 might be the last great. Yeah, I think because that joint had everything.
17 or 16.
Yeah,
I think 16
was John Vicious.
That's the one KD on cover, right?
Because I think they started capping
I think so.
around 18 or was it 17?
No. 17 was still good. I forgot who was on there, but yeah, it was.
Nah, because you can max your character out. It wasn't like a balance. Like you can literally max out all stats.
Paul George was the cover for that year.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because that was like the light. Yeah, that was the thing where you could just max out your player and it was no problem. And you had to go through all these restrictions. Even the franchise mode was actually pretty decent before they started doing the
exactly.
thing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No. Franchise was definitely dope because you used to, and the way that your stats would max out is you would earn points by how well you played during the game, and then you would max out your player. I remember, and they had the interviews. You can answer questions, all that kind of stuff. Like they did their thing. The thing is, the problem with a lot of these companies is once they got something good going, they always try something new and they just fuck it up.
Madden.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Because Madden.
But Madden been fucked up for like 15 years. It's been a long time.
It has,
but
I remember.
But people still buying
that
it.
Madden?
Let me ask y'all this: what's the last great Madden?
The one where you could run the 40 and all that kind
25.
of stuff?
20.
Recently, 25.
Yeah, recently 25.
Madden 25. Madden 25. That was a little celebration, little jump.
Yeah.
Whatever joint.
That's the joint Megatron on the cover?
Well, 03? I can't remember.
No, 25. 25 at Megatron.
Nah, I think they had a Madden edition. Like Madden was on the cover, but I'm trying to think about
that. Nah, Larry Fitzgerald,
Larry Fitzgerald and Troy Polamalu was the cover of that year.
That's 12.
Okay.
12 was great.
No, 12. 25. Nah, 25. Madden 25.
I think they were probably celebrating 25 years, but I think the year was like 2012 or something.
Yeah, probably was.
Barry Sanders. My bad, Barry Sanders.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like 12 was decent.
I mean,
12 was.
Yeah, I mean, some of the new gen joints was nice, but trust me, bro. Like when you had to do bench presses, when you had to do the 40,
that's true.
You know what I'm saying? When you was a rookie and like all of that shit, like, and that would affect like your rating and all that. Like Madden was ahead of its time when it did shit like that. That's what I appreciated the most. But again, when you go to all that, you know what I'm saying, buying Madden points and VC and all that other shit, it just waters down the game. It just becomes like an arcade
franchise mode. Yeah, because the franchise mode got popular, and now the franchise mode is down. Is pretty much down to shit. So it's like it ain't no point to even.
Yeah.
Was it 25 that had connected franchises?
Yeah, 25 did have connected franchises.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
So they actually did it. They actually did it with if I'm not mistaken, I think they did it with Madden 20. Was the start of the like connected franchises, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, it's been a while since Madden been great.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I think it's just time for them to have competition. Like I think 2K need to go ahead and try to get some type of NFL rights or something.
Hopefully, college is the way it used to be.
Yeah, true. Yeah, because they're supposed to be bringing that back. Because remember, you could pump up the crowd, create your own signs.
Because 13 is one of the best football games that EA ever made, period.
Yeah, it is.
This NCAA 13 is amazing.
Yeah, if you go to look for it online, they still want full price for it.
Yep, they sure do.
More on Xbox 360, it went like $150.
Yep.
Yeah, they reamped it though, because now you can do it on PC and you can do the college reamp joints now with that year. So now you can do it on PC and your console level.
Crazy.
Yeah. Do like the updated rosters, all that. It's just going to be it's just in the format of 2013. That's the only thing.
Gotcha. All right. So to close out the show, need to ask everybody a question. Who do you see possibly making a return trip to the Super Bowl? Do you see the Bengals or the Rams or neither one of them?
Probably gonna be the Rams. If I have to go between these two, I'm probably gonna say the Rams.
Me too.
All right. Me personally, I would. Yeah, I mean, if I had to choose between the two, I would say Rams. Again, Stafford wasn't brought there for nothing, but we know how hard it is for a team to go back to back to the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
So
I definitely say it have to be depending on the Rams. If everybody re-sign and actually stay and be healthy for the next season. But if not be healthy.
Well, here's the thing too. I don't even think that you need a bunch of people to re-sign. I just think that you need your core. You're gonna need Von Miller to come back. You need OBJ to be back healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to pay Aaron Donald. That's why he's talking about retirement, because they don't want to pay him. And he's saying, he's basically saying that I'm not top 5 paid, but I'm top 5 as far as best players in the league, which he is. He's actually top 2.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the narrative? And since they are painting a narrative, like we mentioned earlier, what do you think about the comeback of Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers does great in new place. Like,
it's possible. I mean, here's the thing: it's happened 2 years in a row. You got 2 longtime QBs that went to another franchise. So if Aaron Rodgers, if he goes to maybe a San Francisco or Tennessee, I could see those teams. But just to keep it with the Rams and the Bengals, out of those two, it's definitely the Rams. Like the Bengals had their shot. They gonna be another one of those.
They just got to fix that
Joe
line.
Yeah, once they fix the line, I think that they can be back and they can win it. But I think it's gonna take them about 3 seasons to get back.
Or try to see if you can catch Patrick Mahomes on a slump year like they did this year. That's the only way you can depend on that too.
True. Well, he's a gunslinger, so his slumps they can happen literally at any time. Because he puts his team in harm's way all the time. All the time. Told you that, Mr. Jones. You can't keep running the damn annexation of Puerto Rico and then thinking that you just going to win. That shit is not going to work.
From years ago, but let's wrap this up.
All right. Well, I'm your host. So there you have it. I think everybody agrees Rams, right? Rams got the best chance of probably going back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you because I think it's gonna be tough for Joe Shiesty. And then also their whole scheme.
Yeah, so you in agreement. Everybody's saying Rams. The only other team I could see over the Rams going back next year would probably be the 49ers, because the NFC is it's gone to shit. The NFC has gone to shit. It just has. But all right, MT signing off with me and my co-host,
Mr. Jones, and to the right of me.
You know what it is. This is the truth.
And it's your boy Tay. We'll have a sports talk, Tay and Josh. Make sure y'all catch us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Thanks for having us.
No problem. Peace.
All right, man.